Om Shanti. Today is Murli, 7th September 2023. Essence Baba says, sweet children, churn the ocean of knowledge and clarify the great difference between Sri Krishna and the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Shiva, related to Krishna Janmashtami. Question: what conversation does Brahma Baba have with himself, and what is he amazed about? Answer: Brahma Baba talks to himself and say, I don't know what happens to me. I forget Shiv Baba again and again. It is not that I remember the Father when he enters me and that I forget him when he leaves. I am his child. How can I forget to remember him? Is it only when I remember Baba that he comes? Brahma Baba continues to be amazed while he talks to himself in this way. Today's song: You are the ocean of love. We thirst for one drop. Om Shanti. Shiv Baba sits here and explains to his long lost and now found children who the God of the Gita is. Because Bharat is in the darkness of ignorance at this time. This is called extreme darkness, the darkness of ignorance, and so the light of this knowledge is therefore needed. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the one that human beings accept as the ocean of knowledge. Knowledgeful. Acha, if he is the ocean of knowledge, what do you receive from him? You receive water from rivers, and so people bath in water a lot. What is it that you receive from the ocean of knowledge? One drop. The Father comes and explains to the children, I am the ocean of knowledge. I give you one drop. What drop is that? I simply tell you that I am your Father and that you have to remember me. Have the consciousness that you are returning to your land of peace and the land of happiness. The ocean of knowledge sends you to paradise, to the land of liberation. Within a second, he gives you a divine vision while you are sitting at home. Human beings give drishti to one another when they are facing one another. Baba grants you a vision while you sit at home. By receiving just one drop, you go beyond while sitting here. You go to paradise. The Father now sits here and explains to you who that God of the Gita is. He is the ocean of knowledge, the incorporeal one. Human beings sing the praise of Sri Krishna. You now have to explain to them the Sri Krishna, that Sri Krishna did not speak this knowledge. First of all, they say that Sri Krishna took birth from his mother's womb in the land of Kans. Then the second was heard, O Kans, that one who was to kill Kans had come. You understand that all of those are devils. They have sown the birth of Krishna to portray the destruction of sinful souls like Kans, Jarasandha, Akasur and Bakasur. Therefore, Sri Krishna took birth. However, he was a young child. So, when did he give this knowledge? They saw Sri Krishna on a battlefield in the mature form. They don't know They don't show him as a baby. In fact, after the birth of Sri Krishna, they saw the birth of the Gita. Perhaps he would have given this knowledge when he grew a little older. They also saw his birth, the time he took birth during the night. Here you can see that Shiv Baba has entered this one. However, no one knows when he enters. Shiv Baba does not become a child. He comes when this one is old and has reached the age of retirement. There is no date for when he comes. There is a time and date given for Sri Krishna. He takes birth through a womb. Here, Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge. He does not have to become a young baby and then grew older. Before giving this knowledge, Sri Krishna's birth takes place in heaven. He cannot teach Raj Yoga to anyone because he himself becomes a king. You understand that it is definitely the incorporeal father who comes and teaches Raj Yoga. He pure purifies the impure and pure. He purifies the impure and makes you into the kings of kings. There is a difference in the meaning of a limited night and day and this unlimited night and day. This is the confluence when the night of Brahma ends and the day of Brahma begins. This is an unlimited night when there is the darkness of ignorance. In the golden age, there is light. It is not a question of that night. They celebrate the birth of Sri Krishna in the night that is limited, whereas this is unlimited. The Father says, there is no date or time or when I come. Krishna and Rama, etc., have a date and time for when they come. There are just two main ones. Now, the festival of the birth of Sri Krishna is coming, and you have to explain to them that Krishna was a small child. The night and day of Brahma is Day of Brahma is remembered. Sri Krishna exists in the day of Brahma and Brahma exists in the night of Brahma. Brahma is the one who later becomes Sri Krishna. It cannot be said the night of Krishna and the day of Krishna. They believe that Krishna is God and that he present everywhere. So you have to explain to them your celebration is the birth of Shiva, or it can also be called the night of Shiva Shivaratri. It is accurate to use the term Shiv Jayanti. This too has to be explained. He does not enter a womb, he enters an ordinary body. There are the night generations of Sri Krishna. There are the 8 generations of Sri Krishna. In his childhood, he is called Mohan, the one who attracts others, or Krishna, just as there is the Prince of Wales. In the same way, there is the first throne of Indraprastha, and he is the Prince of Indraprastha. Then From a prince, he becomes a king. The name Krishna is not used, he is remembered as an emperor. Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan are known as an empress and an emperor. The word king is used in English. In reality, it should be emperor and empress. It is not that Narayan gave knowledge. When Sri Krishna marries, he becomes Sri Narayan, the name of Shiva, the ocean of knowledge, does not change. He only has one name. His chariot is big. He begins to give this knowledge as soon as he comes. This Brahma did not know anything. It is understood that Shiva has entered this one and is granting visions and giving knowledge. The significance of the visions and the knowledge was not understood initially. Baba shares his experience in the beginning. When he went to Banaras, he used to draw circles, etc., on a wall but did not understand what they were. It was as though this one had become like a baby. He had taken a new birth. Some say, Baba, I am a child of 8 months or 10 months. I too had become like a child. Initially, I did not understand anything. The aspects of knowledge were something else. I used to sit and write all sorts of things. Now, many years have passed since I studied these things. I can now understand the things that the Father is teaching. You children have to explain about the festival of Krishna Jayanti. No one can explain how the history and geography of the world repeats from the beginning of the Golden Age to the end of the Iron Age. Only those who are Trikaldarshi can tell you this knowledge. No one except the one is Trikaldarshi. Only he is the one who makes you Trikaldarshi. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father, Bab Dada. Father, mother, Bab Dada. Namaste Baba, Namaste Shukriya Baba, Shukriya. Essence for Dharana: first, become master, knowledgeable, and Trikaldarshi, and clarify the great difference between Sri Krishna and God Shiva. Do the service of removing human beings from immense darkness. Second, churn the topics that Baba gives you to write essay on and think about how you can explain to others. Blessing, may you become a beloved child of the comforter of hearts, and from his angelic form experience the corporeal form with the miracle of your intellect. Although some children are finding the Father later, from his angelic form they experience the corporeal form. They speak of experiencing sustains from the corporeal form and are receiving it even now. So, to experience the corporeal form whilst in the angelic form is to have love in the intellect. It is the practical form of love. This also proves the miracle of the intellect. Such children become the beloved children of the comforter of hearts and come close to the Father, the comforter of hearts. They have the song constantly playing in their hearts. Wah, my Baba, Wah. Slogan: success is merged in every action and every step of a renunciate soul. Renunciate soul. Acha. Om Shanti.